Trump's announcement came after Israeli strikes killed over 100 Palestinians in one day, even though Trump said Israel has agreed. What can you say about the timing of this proposal before Netanyahu's visit, and why do you think Israel would accept it, sir?
Greetings to you, Ms. Rana, and to the honorable guest and to the viewers. So I think that's the third visit to be paid by Netanyahu through the second term of Trump's administration. I think it's the visit of victory after the harmonized vision to create a new Middle East, not only by raiding Gaza, but also by raiding the Iranian nuclear programs. This visit to take place next Monday is followed by intensive efforts by Egypt, Qatar to conclude a ceasefire agreement for 60 days and to stop the Israeli aggressions, in addition to increasing the humanitarian aid. But the details are always full of red lines, because this treaty or this agreement does not include a use guarantee that Israel would not go back to the military operations once again. Not just that, but also to disarm Hamas completely and to send the leaders outside of the strip. This reminds us of what happened in 1988 when the US administration, in cooperation with other states, took the PLO out of Beirut and Tunis and other states. Which means as long as there is no real US guarantee that that the Israeli operations want to resume and stop completely, I think that Hamas will increase their conditions and will refuse the agreement. Hamas is certainly open for any humanitarian truce, for humanitarian aid access, but also we see some of the Palestinian factions that were supported by Israel to be alternative for Hamas in the Gaza Strip. This truce, if I think the military operations will continue as if they do not sit on a negotiation table to agree on terms that suit everyone's. We have seen military operations on Tulkarm, campaigns among others to force the Palestinians to evacuate. Israel is working on two parallel points. First, to have the truce on its side completely and take Hamas out of the negotiations, or to continue the military operations, which will increase the geography of Israel with more settlements and finding expansive buffer zones to protect these settlements, as the far-right government demanded the return of settlers to some Israeli settlements after they guaranteed that there will be no Hamas attacks against these settlements. Israel always depends on two texts. First, the initial Netanyahu approval to take part in these negotiations, but the far right, led by Ben Gvir and Smotrich, who create a very strong opposition front against Netanyahu, not to approve of this truce. Because what we have seen during the past few days, that there was Netanyahu was able to take Trump and engage him in different conflicts in the region, and this might be an excuse for Netanyahu to pressure the United States not to hold a truce and not to release the detainees, 8 in the first day, 2 in the 50th days, and the dead bodies of 12 Israeli citizens to be delivered during the 60 days.